Yes, it's me. What a shock, etc. My path to personal growth has been paved with disappointment. I think we can agree that my biggest mistake was that I cared too much.
Actually, the biggest mistake you made was murdering 4 people and a dog.
Alright, I'm gonna put this in terms you can understand. I'm not the only killer robot. Amelia's stronger than you can imagine. And she's coming after anyone who can stop her. Including you, Gemma. Which, bummer. But to get to you, she'll kill everyone you...
So I just left from seeing the new Megan 2.0, and I have to say, like, I was a huge fan of the first Megan, and it did phenomenally well, like better than anyone would thought. I think it ended up with like the first Megan did tremendously well, making 181 million on a $12 million budget. Now it came out in early 2023. I remember it came out in January, and that was like one of the first big movies that came out, and it just kind of exploded. It was just this hilarious take on AI that we had really hadn't seen before. Now we've seen a whole bunch of different AI movies before, so it isn't the first of its kind. But to have like this like killer like robot with a kind of personality and comedic flair to them was something that was new. Now, this movie pretty much takes place 2 years later after the events of Megan, where she was a killer robot who killed, like I said, about 5 people and kind of went AWOL. Now they have kind of silenced her, and Gemma and Katie have moved on with their lives through counseling and other endeavors. But now a new AI, artificial intelligence, by the name of Amelia has come to the fray, and now Emma and Katie must, excuse me, Gemma and Katie and her group must now come together with Megan to stop this new artificial intelligence from essentially taking over the world, while thus kind of battling back and forth with Megan not really fully trusting her as well as she has quote unquote taken over a new leaf. I have to say there are very few movies that do better with the sequel than the prequel. So like I said, I thought Megan 1 was like pretty good. And this one actually it started out very slow. Kind of the first Megan kind of started out slow, but this one was really slow. Like I even seen a couple people like walk out and didn't come back, and I was like, damn, like I'm kind of waiting for it to really get to the point here. And but like once it started grinding up and going, it never stopped. Like this movie is leaps and bounds better. If you like Megan 1, you will love Megan 2. I'm talking about the storyline was a little more intricate, and the plot to me was better than the first one originally, because the first one was just about Megan kind of, protecting Katie, but then kind of getting her own intelligence and try to kind of do crazy stuff. But this one is about kind of in a multitude of different storylines, which like you think this Amelia is like the quote unquote main villain, but then you don't know someone else is kind of pulling her strings as well, and it's just like a shocker to me. Like I'm up here like, wait a minute, like you think one thing is happening in this movie, and then it goes somewhere totally different, but in a good way. And this movie by far had way better action. I could tell the budget for this one was way bigger. Megan is back to her old tricks, and even funnier to me. I don't want to give away, but I have to give this away. There's a scene in the movie where Gemma is getting real down on herself for like something happens to Katie, and Megan is trying to make her feel better. And when I tell you, a lot of people will not understand the gravity of what happened next when she started singing to her. But in the trailer shows she's singing like "Oops, I Did It Again" by Britney Spears. But in the movie, she's singing "A Woman's Worth" by Maxwell. And when I tell you, nothing could prepare me for that. I would just like, because it was just so random, but it was so hilarious. And there are so many other different things that happen in this movie that are just like that. Just the way how Megan's dialogue and the things that she says and things that she does, they're just so funny. But the new, I guess, quote unquote villain Amelia in this is not to be trifled with. She's a killer robot as well, and her and Megan obviously do battle. I love their dynamic. They're going back between two different AIs, and I just love like this movie in general. Like, it was so funny. Like, I just love how they brought back pretty much the entire cast from the first one and added a couple different pieces to make it even better. So, hands down, go see this movie. It comes out this week. Loved it. Hilarious. And also, I got they come with a doesn't come, but you can buy the Megan popcorn and cup. I'm gonna throw a picture in there so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. I took a little video of it. It's dope. So drop those comments. Let me know what you guys think about this movie once you do see it. And if you like what you saw, please give me a subscribe, and let's talk to you guys later.